call it, the little air fresheners down here. Anyways, welcome Coffee Time. I'm Justin. Yes, please retry. Thank you. Boop. Change to Coffee Time. Oh, stop it. Save. Ooh, that's not what I wanted. Gotta edit some titles here real quick. Oops. Why is it making that sound? I wonder. Huh. If it's that or if it's, I don't know. I don't know why the speaker's making it. It is kind of close. Yeah, well. We're gonna pop up my chat. This doesn't matter. I wonder if it's just I'm too close. I don't know. We're gonna find out. Maybe it needs to be closer here. I don't know why it's making that noise. Cool. I got 4 people watching. Like I said, it's Coffee Time Live. Oh man, you go lay down, dish. Go lay down, bud. Go lay in your chair. Got 19th. Sweet. But hit the like and subscribe. I'm Justin. This is Coffee Time. I talk about random stuff. I talk about audio. I talk about video. I talk about lighting. I talk about life. I talk about stuff people ask me. But hit the like and subscribe, and you'll see more stuff like this. Or just hit the like. It doesn't really. It matters, but it doesn't. It's not one of those things like, oh, I must have this. Nope. I just, we're trying to grow the channel, trying to get it up there. But I'm grateful for those who have hit the like and subscribe. Come ask us questions, chat, have coffee with us. It's in the afternoon. Normally I do this in the morning more, but I thought, this morning was a little hectic. Went on a little bit of a journey that I was not expecting. Got locked out of the house, aka also the studio, because the studio's in the house. Got locked out of here, had to wait some time for... I had to figure out who had my spare key, and then I had to contact someone to come find me, come pick me up and take me the spare key and then take me back here. It just took way longer than it needed to, which was fine. I'm grateful for those who helped me get my stuff so I could get back in the house. But we're here in the studio. This looks a little different than it used to. Yeah, we got the console. We got the console right here. If I pan around, we got our lovely console and speakers. We've got the back of the room, and you got me. So feel free to ask us questions, whatever it might be. I've got this meter. I got this nice, lovely armrest. I wasn't using it, and then I decided to put the keyboard up here. Ooh, that's coffee on my finger. Not on my pants, just my finger. I decided to put my keyboard up here on the knobs of the console because I'm not really mixing through it. And I was like, ooh. Hello, Ran. Let's see if we got a name I can pronounce. Good channel. No, just Ran. Yeah, well, hello there. Helps if I'm actually Oops. Yeah, like I said, hello. If y'all doing well, hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't. I'm liking how the video's looking on here. I haven't been using my video lights lately because the lights in front of me are set to the color temperature that I normally use. So I just kind of left it. Those who've hit that like button and subscribed and are watching, thank you for doing so. We're trying to grow the channel. I'm trying to see if we have any new subscribers. Let's see if we got anybody new. Doesn't look like it, but that's okay. It's still cool. Still got people watching. Channel's been growing like crazy lately, which is great. Live streams have helped. I need to do some more. I have some content videos that I'm shooting right now that are going to go along. One, I started shooting a video and then I decided to redo the room, so it kind of nixed that video. And then, so now that the room's changed, I also then changed computers because I wanted to be a little more mobile. I have a MacBook instead of a desktop. Laptop rather than desktop is kind of where I'm at right now. But yeah, we kind of moved some stuff around. I've got a vent right above me here, which is nice. When it's cold out, it blows on me here rather than down at the opposite end of the room where I'm not. Brenda, oh, hello. Oops, that's not the button. That's not what I wanted to hit. See, but hello, like, welcome to the channel. Welcome to Fox and Robyn. Brenda Saldivar. It's a hard name to say. Got 13 people watching. That's awesome. We got lots of people watching. Hopefully, we get some likes and subscribes out of this too. If you haven't, yeah, we're just here chilling, drinking coffee, talking life, sharing stories, adventures, what it might be. I'm officially out of coffee in the house, so tomorrow might be interesting. Oh, I do have a free coffee at McDonald's. That's a thought. But yeah, we did 1,800. We've been doing really well. We've averaged about 1,200 views a day this month. With I'm like, how? And it's all thank you to you guys. So continue watching, liking, subscribing, helping us grow our channel, get monetized. I'd like to be monetized, but I don't think it'll happen. But yeah, come drink coffee. I went to go pick up a check today from a client and got locked out of the house, so that was an adventure. I left truck keys, everything in the house. I was like, crap. So I need to find a place. I think I'm gonna get one of those key pads that you put on your front door, like on your door. I think I might get one of those. I'm thinking. We'll see. Yeah. It's been a good day though. Oh, other than that, it's been a fairly good day. 41 views, that's cool. Yeah, it's been a day, but it's been a good day. So if I lean back, does it get better? I don't know. I don't know. My lights are set to circadian rhythms, which is the rhythm of the sun, essentially, like rhythm of the day. So in the morning, it's super warm, and then as the day goes, they get really daylight, and then as it gets more evening, it gets more. They get warmer again. They get more of that, like kind of these lights. They turn into those at the end of the night. They have snow. Breckenridge's got snow. Well, about time. Just checking things out here, trying to see if I can find a topic to kind of not really finding. Oh, that's an i9. It's like, what? I could have gotten one for $500. But it's because it's an older model. So, notification. Man, a lot of notifications. Mark those all as red. Mark all as red because I've actually read all these, just not on here. But yeah, I got a MacBook. I'm really liking it. I wouldn't mind a pair of those. $300, really? I wonder how they're even hooked up. They look like they're hot, like you'd hand wire them. Like they don't have banana plugs on them, which is not a problem. Keep considering a subwoofer down here, but I really like not having one for certain things. So, only time it'd be like really cool to have one is like if the hip hop guys come in, which they don't. Let's go to my website. So what's going on the website? I'm sure there's something going on. Today's been weird. We started this morning. It was kind of sunny, kind of cool, kind of sunny-ish outside, and then we got cloud cover. It drizzled. It rained. Sun came back out, and then while I was locked out of the house, standing on the front porch waiting for someone to come pick me up, it snowed. And it was sunny again. I'm like, what? We got all the weather, all the seasons in one day. That's for sure. So we got 6 yesterday, 1 today. Just looking at our overview of our website. You can check out our website. It's in the links below, along with our affiliate stuff. Um, we just do reverse. What are our affiliates? I'll look here. I'm sure I got it in here. Our affiliates are No Waves is one. Yeah, I changed the title of that. Why didn't it change? Copy. It did this to me earlier where it wouldn't paste. There. Today is the 17th. I didn't do one yesterday. I was gonna do a coffee time. I didn't do one yesterday, really. 15th. No, I did. I did do one yesterday. I was like, I thought I did, but I didn't change the date. There you go. I was like, I know I did one. But back to our affiliate links. Affiliate links are Waves. We have that one, and we have Riverside. I do have another one that's not in here, but it just we get a little bit of kickback for that. It's kind of like a commission. So if you are looking for audio plugins and you're interested in buying Waves plugins, I feel free to use our link below. It gives us a little bit of a commission, helps support the channel, and that's really it. I wonder if I can get to that. I might be able to. Waves affiliate program. I did that through Gmail. Trying to remember, what did I do that through? Did it through Gmail. Oh, hopefully I can actually get into it. Ending in 03. Dang it. I can't verify it. It sent it to my old phone number. Yeah, it keeps sending it to that other phone number. I don't have that phone number anymore. So, anyways, guess I'll have to figure that out later. His things. I've been installing plugins. I see Puppy's asleep in the corner. He's asleep. He's a tired boy. He's old too, so that's part of it. But yeah, dang it. Oh well. We've been doing Coffee Time Live for a while now, and it works out. We get a lot of people who watch our stuff. I've been doing more shorts and things like that as well. They're really, all that stuff's really easy to do. So that's kind of why I keep doing it. What's the other stuff I need to do? There's a few other ones that I'd like to do. I can't remember. Oh well. But yeah, send us, have some coffee with us. Send us a like and subscribe or a comment down below. in the chat here, and we'll answer it the best that we can. So we have quite a few people watching. Something going on here. Yeah, we've gone up to 73. We've done quite a bit today, which is cool. So yeah, I don't know why, but it is what it is. A lot of chatting going on. The chat seems like it varies from time to time, which is fine. These go anywhere from half hour to an hour long streams. So sometimes we don't get chatting. People don't start chatting till later in the afternoon, and sometimes it's just because they're getting off work, or getting out of school, or whatever it is. Or you're like me and you don't really get going until about 10 o'clock, 10, 11 o'clock, and this is a break. So, but I enjoy this rest here. I enjoy it a lot, even though it's got some rips and tears in it that I've kind of fixed. I almost sold the console, and then I was like, and I don't mind the setup that I had without the console. I just didn't. I like what I got going on now, so I was like, I'll just keep it. But plus, they're only giving me about what I paid for it. So I was like, oh, they only give me about what I paid for it. So I took the legs off the broken desk, which are on it right now, and I put them on the console because it has a wooden bottom. But I do like the way the console sounds. It's got this nice kind of thick, like vintagey type vibe to it, which, having that's why I put the legs on it. I got vintage legs. I need to put a few more screws in it. I only have 4, and I think I'm going to put screws in all the rest of the holes of the desk legs. They have holes. They have like a little mount, and there's like, how many holes are left? 1, 2. It's a screw. Oh, I got a Facebook notification. Who's messaging me on Facebook? Somebody did, but who? Oh. Tell me Rockstar. Those were cool. Yeah. So, anyways, I'll put. What was I feeling? There's 1 screw here, no screw. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I went this way, didn't I? I went 1, 2. Yeah, so I'll put some more screws in the bottom. So, anyways, feel free to yes. Mute that. Other than that, it's been a good week. So we'll keep working on the console. I'm still trying to get more of the gunk and stuff off of it, because it's just been filled with, it's just got crap on it from sitting, is what it kind of boils down to. And I'm just gonna still try to figure out how to I don't know, get it more clean and up and running, and make sure everything. So far, everything's been kosher. I had some few issues when I first got it, but all it needed was a few things needed to be reseated and cleaned, connection wise, and that was mostly in the end where all of my outputs are. So I was like, well, $100. I was gonna pay 200 for it, and he paid me. And he's like, well, I don't feel great selling it to you because it's not functioning the way it should. And I was like, well, how about this much? And he's like, sure. It's like $100. He's like, yeah, that'll work. Let's go gear reverb. Oh, I missed that guitar. I missed my reverb. Cool. Log in. Facebook. Continue. I keep looking. I keep trying to see if I can find something different than this, but I haven't really found anything that's like. I did find one console, and I actually like messaged guy like, yeah, I'd like to come get it, and he's like, sorry, it's sold. Like, okay, little shady, huh? So, and then he left it there. Briz Lopez, hello to you too. Boop. So yeah, I always like to say hello to people on here. Anyways, yeah, he sent me that, and I was just like, I really don't want that. A reverb outlet. I always forget that they have this. What about recording gear? Oh man, all that stuff. I kind of like the outlet a little bit better. Man, that's a used Squire's not bad. Sometimes they got some really good deals and stuff here. I've kind of whittled the whole space down to what I really need. So, and I highly recommend you do that. If you have a bunch of stuff and you're like, I don't really need this. These are like I have a core thing that I use and everything else is just kind of there. That's kind of what we've gotten down to. Is like I have a core thing. I've got the Pro Tools rig. I've got the console. I've got my outboard gear and my monitor selector, volume knob. You know, I've got the keyboards and all the stuff in the back end of the room. You know, we're good. You know, I got everything. I kind of whittled it down. Okay, well, you're welcome to speak. You know what? Speak Spanish. Because you know what? I just found it's Spanish here, Briz Lopez. It's Spanish here. As long as you understand what I'm saying. It's Spanish here, but on my phone, it auto translated it. So, yeah, talking Spanish. Talking a bunch of different languages. That's interesting. It must be a new feature that my phone does. Because my computer's not doing it, but my phone is. It's like an auto translate. That smells good. I got oil from the air purifier on my hands, and it smells delicious. Um, yeah, you have to speak in English because apparently my phone will translate it, which I think is cool. I think YouTube, maybe it's a YouTube thing as well. But I'm exhausted when it comes. Yeah, you've already said that you're too tired to speak English. Yeah, speak Spanish because I speak English, but I'm exhausted when it comes to speaking English. That's fine. You speak Spanish, right? And I do understand some Spanish. I actually read Spanish better than I speak it. So, but apparently my phone will translate it. So that's kind of cool. Features we're coming out with. Day and age when we get to a point where we don't need translators. I feel like this is one like we're getting there. Let's see the micro preamps. All sorts of stuff. About recording gear consoles. Studio furniture. I love my Gator frameworks. I need to get new feet for them though. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I know. Not a ton, really. We'll keep it going. We've been on for 24 minutes, it says. I usually keep it going for at least half an hour, if not more. It just kind of depends on how I'm feeling. Or what dogs need to go out. I had a couple of those mixers. I wonder if my mixers even work. I have a couple Avion mixers that I'm pretty sure don't work. Oh, whoever hit the subscribe button, thank you. I just saw that. Sometimes I'm a little light on them, but I try to get them. I try to see when people are liking and subscribing, and I'm super grateful for it. I see we got about 5 likes, which I'm also thankful for. Just thankful for everybody who watches, likes, and subscribes to the channel. Like we keep growing and keep doing stuff, and we go lay down dish. Hopefully, one day we get the channel to a spot where it's making money, but it's making its own money. It's not me having to take studio funds that I make here and kind of funnel into it here and there. I'm trying to think if I had anything in here that I could. I always think about like, what else could I get rid of? And I don't really have much. I have a foot switch over there that I actually have. It's a pedal, and I don't even know if it works. That I'd like to sell. Maybe I'll put it up on Reverb because it wouldn't take much to ship it. It's a pedal for a Leslie, and I keep it around in case I ever need one. But it's so you can plug guitar lines in, or like it's so you can plug a guitar into a Leslie cabinet and power the Leslie cabinet. But I don't know. I don't know if I have much actual use for it. It was given to me because the church was gonna. There was a church I was doing some stuff for that was gonna throw it out, and I just like, I tried Google Workspace. I did like it. I keep thinking about going back to it though. Yamaha digital mixers. I keep my digital mixer. Man, it's been a good day though. I don't know. Yeah, I really don't know. I wonder who will pop back on because it's like 3:30 here. It's like 4:30 if you're in Kansas. 5:30 on the eastern seaboard, and it just keeps going. I get people who watch us in the morning when they get up. 87 really? Why is it so high? Because that one's only probably because I got a bunch of other videos that are not taking off, but people are watching as well. Which you are welcome to watch our other content. I am going to be putting out some more stuff that's on like the guitars and stuff like that. Also planning on doing some more just long form content. I think I want to do one on like I'm definitely do once I get this room completely done, which I'm almost there. I keep saying that, but I'm almost there. I'm gonna do a studio tour. I'm gonna do a tour of the entire space. I'm gonna go through all of the gear and everything that I have here. And I don't know if I'm gonna do that first or if I'm gonna shoot microphone. I am not. I'm sorry. Stinging bandit. I'm gonna call you bandit. Um, I am not related to Steven Spielberg. At least I don't think so. Not that I'm aware of. At least I could be wrong. Be cool. I get a lot of questions, and I'm fine with people asking me questions. That's great. Um, but yeah, I have a video of a microphone. I think I haven't done a review on it yet, and I'd like to do one on it. So I might review it first, and then after I review that, then maybe I'll do the full studio tour. And by then, maybe I'll have more of the space kind of set up and done because I have a couple things I do want to do. I might want to do in the space here. So yeah, people are coming on. Thank you, Duck the Sniper. I am doing well. Jung, I'm gonna call you Jung. I am doing well, doing quite well. Man, I'm starting to get people to come on here. Let's see here. Jung. Yep. Thank you. Duck. The Sniper. Yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you for responding. That's awesome. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. We don't get a lot of people who well, that depends on the day, I guess. Just trying to make sure we haven't gotten any new subscribers. I think we're doing well. Grateful for those who have. Will you go lie down, Dish? Go lie in the chair. Go lie down. You don't. I offered to take you outside, and you said no. You laid down and said no. I'm not going outside. So I just left you. My dog wants to go outside, although I've offered to let him go out several times. We'll leave here soon. We'll have to go get the boy in probably about 20 minutes. We'll probably have to leave to go get the boy. My son, I don't normally have my son, but my I don't. my ex, their mom, had jury duty today and needs help picking him up from uh, wherever. What is that thing called? You go lie down, Dish. Go lie down. Practice, wrestling practice. That's what it is. Couldn't remember. Had a momentary brain fart. I've had a couple of those. One was locking my keys in the house. I have them in my pocket now. I don't even know why I took them out or when I took them out. It had to have been after I dropped the kids off yesterday because I didn't go anywhere yesterday afternoon. I stayed home until I had to go somewhere today, and I wasn't really planning on going anywhere today. And then I ended up talking with a client who was like, "Hey, why don't you come? Like, we have a check ready for you for some gear rental." Which I do also. If you guys need to rent some gear, if you're local and you need to rent some gear from us, feel free to do so. We have guitar amps, or I have a couple guitar amps that can be borrowed or rented. I don't rent the drum kit out very often. Guitar amps, I don't also. It's mostly our PA stuff that we have. I have a mixer, I have some speakers, I have a subwoofer. What else do I have for the PA? I have all sorts of lights and stuff that get rented out more often. And this is the time of year where it starts to ramp back up. I have a bunch of choir risers too. So, and it just was one of those where like, hey, we need them in a couple weeks. So, I forgot. I'm always trying to keep up with my clients and stuff and their lives a little bit. Not like I'm gonna keep up with your life. No, it's just like keep up with what's going on with them. I'm gonna fix the rug here. There we go. Sometimes you gotta fix the rug. But yeah, doing well. Says, what is the advice you would give for your younger? Ooh, um, can I call you Abe? Because I can't pronounce the rest of your what your username is. Anyways, ask this user asked this last comment is like, what is one advice you'd give to your younger self? Keep trucking, keep moving forward. Um, don't let things get you down. You know, because that's what derailed me a lot when I was younger. Is like something wouldn't go what I thought it was, and then I would just kind of derail myself in many ways. So I recommend that. That would be the advice I'd give my younger self. Keep pushing forward because you'll get there someday. What is this channel about? Channel is about our recording studio, Fox and Robyn Recording. The live streams are kind of just a way to connect with the community that we are creating through this platform. But a lot of our videos are audio video related. They're related to making music, being in the studio here, our space, people that are coming. Some of our latest live streams have been it hasn't necessarily been me on here, but it's been clients who are in here recording. So you'll see them playing and like, I can't hear the bass. I'm like, well, it's because he's recording it, and you can't hear him thumping on strings. It's going in and not coming back out the speakers. So, what I did make a video on what I do for a living, but the kind of sum it is I am an audio engineer. I'm an audio visual technician, essentially. A lot of it involves doing live sound and mixing bands in that aspect. Also recording bands and artists in the studio here, and then doing lighting and video services for stuff like that, really. So I'm self-employed, that's for sure. Hope that answered your question. Um, can you give us a studio? I am working on one. I'm working on a studio tour. I can kind of give you like, here's the console and my screen and my keyboard. I got racks and stuff, and there's a door. But mainly, you kind of see the back end. I'll give a full on one. Actually, I'll leave it back there for a minute so you can kind of see. You can kind of see the drums, and that's the back half end of our room. I'll do a studio tour probably here in the coming weeks. I have it on the books to do one, but I was going to do one and then I flopped the room. Thank you, thank you. It is a really cool place to come and record. Um, I flopped the room. This all used to be on the end that I just showed you, so I've kind of flopped the room around, and then I also cleaned it. I did a massive cleaning, very much needed. I mopped the floor. The floor was dirty. I hadn't done it in a while. And then I rearranged a bunch of stuff to make it feel even more open and still inviting. So we've got that going on. But I definitely will do a tour of the back end of this entire space, my racks, my console, myself a little bit intro, um, kind of just what we got going on here. It'll be a much different um, tour than I did in the past, where it was like, here's the console, here's this, here's that. It'll be more like, here's the console and why we have it, here's the racks and why they're this way. It'll be like a tour plus a why. So, same user asks, are you married? I am not. I am not married. I do have two kids though, that I love dearly, and they're getting old enough that they're in school and stuff. You're not gonna do what I want you to do, are you? Yeah, I can't pronounce your name. I was hoping that I could pronounce your name based off of your channel, but I'm just gonna stick with Abe, because I can't pronounce the last half of your thing. There's Kumar, but there's more in there. See my puppy back there. But I'll do a whole tour of the space. It'll be fun. It'll be like why it's here, the space itself, the gear, that kind of thing, why it's the way it is. You can see little snippets of stuff that I talk about. I just did one of our cloud. I did a short of the cloud that's above me. Even though the whole space, you can kind of see here this fabric. I'll go over that too in the future. It'll probably be. I'm hoping it'll be a long. I think my last one was only maybe 5 or 6 minutes. I think. Ooh, look. I feel like it was longer. It is easier. I'm gonna keep calling you Abe, even if you weren't okay with it. I was still gonna kind of do it. What was my last tour? It was a while ago. I can find it. Yeah, my last one was when I built this space, which was December 2023. It's kind of quite a few. Yeah, and it's like a 6-minute video. The new one will be it'll be longer. It'll probably be more like a 15-minute, maybe 20. If I can do it longer, I will, because that's what YouTube's kind of looking for nowadays, is longer content, because it wants, for those who watch on TV, you put it on your TV, although most of my stuff is about, that's 5, 4, 6. Did I have one that was longer? 4.5. I did do one that was, oh yeah, that one was 8. I have a couple that were 8, 5-minute ones. I don't know. That's why I kind of do these streams, because these streams can be an hour long and people can watch longer. So, which I'm all for doing what I can. And if you guys like what I'm doing, don't forget to like and subscribe. What are you drinking? I'm drinking coffee, hence coffee time. Name of this video series, this live stream series. I have a couple of them now. I have behind the scenes. That's a new one that I've been doing. That's just when artists come in. I hit live on the phone and just let it roll for an hour or more. Sometimes that works really well. Sometimes people are like, what am I looking at? But I like it. It gives content, because that's kind of what you need nowadays. But then I have Coffee Time Live, which Coffee Time Live started out of doing these videos where I had these rants that I wanted to do, and I was like, and I was always drinking coffee when I wanted to do them. So I was like, why don't I just make them coffee time? Call it Coffee Time. What is my comfort food? Ooh, ice cream is definitely one of them. I like muffins. What else do I like? Muffins, ice cream. Those are kind of my two big ones. Sometimes cake and pie, but usually the top two are muffins or ice cream. I love my ice cream. about 10 more minutes, I think I have to stay on here because I need to go get my son, and it takes about 20 minutes to drive there. So, um, yeah, I don't know if he knows his. I do go live daily. Yes, if I go live daily, I do most days. Not every day. Sometimes there's days I take a break. Some days I'm too busy. I just don't have the time. I'm like, I got this and this and this and this, and I'm running around all over the place, and I just don't do them. But I do try to do daily ones just to kind of. Um, Usually it's in the morning. If you're looking for what time we're doing it, it's usually in the morning time. It's usually like 10 o'clock, 10 o'clock my time. Wherever your time is, I don't know what it would be there, but my time here is usually about 10, 11, sometimes 11 o'clock, but usually somewhere in that time frame. I start 10, 11 o'clock because that's about the time I start my day, and then I move on. Today I did a little bit later in the afternoon just because I almost didn't do one, and then so and now I am, and we're here. So, but I'm grateful for those who watched, like, subscribed. Don't forget to hit the bell if you want notifications. Also, let us know what you think. I do try to stay more positive. Trying to see what was the happiest day. The happiest day of my entire life would probably be when my kids were born. That was also probably my scariest day of my life too. Happiest and scariest when my kids were born, for sure. And then after that would probably be, oh man, I don't know. I've done so much stuff throughout my lifetime. It's hard to really have like a happy day. Yeah, I don't know. I thought that like when I got married, that was the happiest day. But then my kids were born, and it just completely, that whole thing went out the window. So, but that's probably about as happy as it gets. And I do like talking on these live streams. It's kind of fun. 106. I am divorced. Yes, I got divorced a long. No, well, I guess it was a long time. It was 10 years ago. Jeez, almost 11 now. So I was 27. Yeah, 11 years. Time flies. I swear, time as you get older moves quicker. Now, time doesn't really move any quicker than it did yesterday or that it is now. It just feels like things are just moving so much faster. Kids are growing up, business is taking off, doing, this type of stuff. So they're middle school aged. I'm not gonna give you exactly their age, but they're in middle school, about to go into high school actually. My son's almost high school age. He's really getting up there. But yeah, it's nuts. Time flies. Time really is moving faster. And was it if you don't stop and take a look around, you'll miss. No cost for 14 days. I had it for a while. I don't know. I still don't know if I want to do Google Workspace. Anywho, things to think about. Yeah, if you don't stop and take a look around, you'll miss stuff. That's for sure. And I like to do that. I like to stop and take a look around and see what I do. That sometimes I come down here and I just sit. I just sit and look around. I actually almost got married last year. I got engaged, and then it all kind of fell apart for some, I wouldn't say bad reasons, but it was stuff that was like we could never quite answer. And I tend to find if it's stuff that we can't quite answer now, I'd rather, if it's an issue we can't get over now, I'd rather it end more amicably, which is what it did. We ended things on good terms. Like, we still talk from, I haven't actually talked to her in a while, but we still talk from time to time, and it's fine. And I say a while, I haven't talked to her this year. I talked to her in December, but I haven't talked to her in the last few months. And December was like, hey, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. That was the extent of it. So, but yeah, that's. Sir, did I not? Oh, it's a different person asking. Sir, what a Range Rover? Did you not ask me that already? Nope. Well, hello, Range Rover. What do you do for a living? I am an audio visual professional, essentially. I'm an audio professional, essentially. I do recording and mixing for bands, both live and in the studio. That's kind of the best. I do have a video. I highly recommend you check it out. It talks about what I do here in the studio. So, but hello, Range Rover. I haven't said hello to anybody. Why aren't you doing what I want you to do? Yes. So yeah, but hello. Ask as many questions as you want. I don't have any tickle in the throat there. That was hard. Take a drink of coffee. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's not hot coffee. It's now lukewarm. It's not even barely lukewarm. It's been sitting for a while. You're feel free to ask any questions that you want. I'll answer what I can. But like I said, I tend if you're gonna go more negative, I'll probably stay away from your question. I definitely try to stick more to the positive side of things. I gotta find wherever that went. I have these little drawers that pulled out. I totally forgot that I can pull out and sit my coffee there. Sir, did you do something for K-pop? Can I? Did I? I have not done anything yet. Not to say that someone won't send me a K-pop track to mix. I record. I don't know if I could. Pop isn't quite my recording. What do you call it? The best recording. Go for ask as many questions as you want. I don't have a I don't like. So. I do have a link where you can, if you go to our website, there's a link you can hit in there that takes you to like our clients that we've worked with, a list of our clients that are examples of clients we've worked with. And I only try to keep like the top 8 because if I did, that list would be massively long. So I just try to keep the top samples of the best stuff that we've worked on in the last year or so, and I update it once a year. So, bye, Abe. Have a good day. Um, I meant to say bye. Sorry, typo. What was your inspiration to choose this profession? I like music. That was the number one. 2, I'm good at it. I've had many people tell me, "Oh, you're good at it." That's when you know you're good at something. Is when you can always say, "Oh, I'm good at this," but when people are like, "Go use him. He's good," or "Hey, you're really good at this. I see your talents." That's usually when That's when I knew I'm good at this. I should pursue it. Um, that was like 15 plus years ago. So my beard's a little crazy. I even brushed it. It still looks crazy. Um, so yeah, that was the inspiration to choose a profession, and I love it. I do. I love every minute of it. The hard days and the easy days. So I'm in my late 30s. I'm pushing 40. That's where I'm at. I started young. I started when I was 11. So I didn't start professionally when I was 11, but I started like, you know, getting interested in it at about that age. So, which is not an age that most people get into stuff like that. But my dad started helping out with the, my parents were helping out at a church, and they wanted to keep me out of trouble, so they had me help them, and I've just been in trouble ever since. Because this profession, you get into all sorts of fun adventures. Trucks don't show up in time, and you're standing in the cold trying to figure out what to do. You know, people are late. It's always an adventure, both good and bad. So, but yeah, I'm in my late 30s, which is crazy. It's really crazy to think because I never thought I'd be that old. So, did your family support you means a financial problem generally parents didn't love? I don't quite understand your question 100%. They've helped me out in many ways that I would not be here with. I would not be here without them. For sure. They've helped me in many ways. All the ways I can't remember exactly if it was always financial or whatever it is, but um, they have definitely helped in a lot of different ways. This, that's just what it is. They support me, which every parent should support their children, whether it's financially or just like, hey, keep going, buddy. You're almost there. I know you can make it. That type of rooting, which I actually prefer that one more because that's like, hey, you're gonna do it. You're gonna make it. We believe in you. Um, I'm a verbal person. That's how my love language is very much verbal. It's that whole like words of affirmation type stuff. That's my thing. Like, don't give me stuff. Just tell me that I'm doing good. So okay, got it. Can you make basic video about music learners? About I'm not understanding music learners. Like someone that wants to learn music, like music theory. Do you want more like how to play drums? Because I do have a series that I did, a very short one that was on like how to mic a drum kit, which is very important if you're going to want to record yourself. I think I've done something like how to mic guitar cabinets, so how to create your songs. Um, that's stuff I've mic techniques is how I craft. I use real instruments mostly, so it's a little bit different. Um, Creating a song nowadays is way different than when I started creating a song because we didn't have AI. We didn't have as many digital things as we do now. No, I came out, it was like Pro Tools was a thing, but only if you had a lot of money and you were in a professional studio. There was things like Logic still kind of rolled around, and there were certain things that still existed, but not like it does now. It's not as nearly as it is now. It was way different. So I still tend to lean towards the analog side of making music, the real drums, the real guitars, really knowing your craft, which my console is an instrument. A lot of people don't realize that it is an instrument. It's even though it's a piece of equipment that's making music, that's helping you bring the music that you're playing into a digital realm. It's still like you're finessing that input, to get it to the right amplitude or things like that, tonality shaping, things like that. What is my dog's name? The one in the back right here? That's Dish. Yep. He's like, I heard my name. Um, 4 o'clock. How is your work? How is your work? Is it hectic? Do you have a team? Um, so my dog's name is Dish. Lyric's World. Hopefully that answers that question. He's a good boy. I have a couple other dogs. I have one named Moon Bear. She's on here from time to time. But you ask how. Um, do I don't have a team. I've had teams in the past. I've had interns. I do have a select, I call them, they're my friends. And I call on them when I'm like, hey, I have this drum track that I'm just having a hard time. I'm a drummer myself. I'm having a hard time playing drums on this. Could you come and I have an idea. I've played it, but it's just not quite working. Could you come and listen to it and then we'll re-record it real quick, because you're a much better drummer than I am. I do think that pushes people. Playing with other musicians definitely pushes your playing ability. So, um, but yeah, I have a team of people that I don't know. I've had teams that worked for me. A lot of time, it's like I just find local musicians. I need this recorded. I have a list of people that I pull from when I need to. The rest of the time, it's just me sitting down here in this room by myself, listening to music. That's what it is. I'm in a house, so my kids are here. My daughter sometimes comes down and hangs out with me while I'm editing drum takes or whatever. Um, what else? It's a large room for one person for sure, but I bring bands in here, so that's why it's a little bit larger. I probably could cut this room in half. I probably could have halved this room and just built this little cove that I'm in and called it good and been like, yeah, that's it. I'm done. But I don't know. But in hectic, is it hectic? It can be. Scheduling can get very hectic. I got stuff that I'm doing constantly. I got 3 albums we're working on right now. We're actually work on recording So one I'm working on recording right now. I think we'll finish it up this weekend, and then I can actually start mixing it. And then I got another album we just kind of finished recording, I think. I think we got to redo some of the bass parts, but it's mostly done. I'm trying to think what else. I got another album that I am mixing. I'm about 3/4 of the way through. I actually need to open that. Let me open my Is my Pro Tools on? No, but it will be by the time Pro Tools actually launches. Forgot to turn on my interface. But yeah, you know, it is what it is. But hectic, yeah. Scheduling is tricky. Did I install? I don't think I installed those kit plugins. I love my kit plugins. I just don't think I installed them. I saw core something pop up. I don't remember installing that. Repitch. Nope, we're gonna go like this, and we're gonna go yeah. I'm gonna go open up that one. So out of the box mixing. I like mixing out of the box. I do. Don't do it very often. I won't do it here. I don't really have a way to do it here. I really don't. Unless I were to send 16 inputs into here from the interface, which I don't want to. I'd have to redo my whole whatever, my headphone system. I really don't want to. No. What hardware's missing? The WA6A is missing. Let's go to I/O. And we have it open here. Render, bus, inserts. Yeah, no, they're here. Weird. Okay. I wonder if I need to go, if I go here. WA76. And then down here, I have a WA1B. Maybe that's what it is. Sometimes I switch stuff and I forget that I've switched them, but happens all the time. But yeah, we use Pro Tools HD here. I love it. I guess it's Ultimate now. My interface still says HDIO on it, so that's what I keep going back for. It's HD native. People are like, oh, I don't like the HD native. I'm like, I've had very little issues with it, except for recently while recording. Every so often it'll wig out, and I think I might need to. I wonder if I have a kink in my cable, or if the cable is just being pulled a little bit. So I want to go through and I want to undo it. I'll pull everything out and I'll maybe untangle it. It might be tangled or something. I don't know. I'll have to see. We'll just have to see. But I've got to get going here. I'll pick up my son. I'm glad you guys have stuck around this long to watch. For those who have stuck around long enough to watch our stream here and talk with us and do whatever, you know, that we do on a daily basis. You know, we got a new subscriber. It looks like we got 2 new subscribers out of this hour of time. Grateful for it. Thank you for watching, liking, subscribing. Hang out with us more as we do more of these streams, and check out our behind the scenes stuff. Also check out any of the other videos I've done, any other content I've got on here, whether it's a live stream, a long form, or something that is in the short category. I've got a bunch of shorts as well. So thanks for watching. We'll see you all next time. And in case I missed you, good morning, good evening, and good night. And we'll see you later.